Hi, welcome back to my page, and today's movies lesson is from Kene's Silence. And the biggest lesson from this video is that gratitude without boundaries can destroy your future. A lot of people think that Kene's problem was cheating, but if you look deeper, his real mistake started long before that. It started with obligation. Kene was struggling. He had no job, he had no money, he had no direction. And then Aduni came into his life. She gave him a job. She supported him. She showed him kindness when he had nothing. And from that very moment, Kene stopped thinking clearly. He started feeling indebted. And that's where the problem began for him, because there's a difference between gratitude and surrendering your judgment. Aduni made a request. She made a request not for marriage, of course, not for commitment, just companionship. And it looks simple on the surface, but in reality, it is complicated. Though Kene said yes, and that's not because he truly wanted it, but because he felt he owed her. And this is how many people enter situations that later destroy them. They don't choose it out of clarity. They choose it out of pressure, out of guilt, and out of, after everything this person has done for me. But here is the truth. Anything you cannot do openly, you should question it privately, because secrecy is often a sign that something is already wrong. Kene knew it. That's why it was hidden. That's why it was silent. But when the consequences came, a child, and now what was once a small arrangement became a permanent reality. And that's another lesson. Some decisions are temporary in action, but permanent in consequence. You can end a relationship, but you cannot undo certain outcomes. And that's where many people get it wrong. They think that, oh, I will manage it for now, not realizing that for now can follow you for life. Then Kene tried to move forward. He proposed to his girlfriend. He got married. He tried to start afresh. But the past doesn't disappear just because you moved on. It waits for you, and eventually it shows up. When the truth came out, it didn't just affect Kene. It broke Wonu, his wife. It shook the marriage. It created pain that didn't exist before. And that's the final lesson. Your private decisions don't stay private forever. At some point, they become public consequences. But there is also something powerful in how the story ends, though. Wonu chose to stay, not because the pain wasn't real for her, but because she understood the complexity. That shows another side of life, that not every mistake ends everything, but every mistake changes something. It changes trust, peace, perception. So if there is one thing to take from Kene's silence, it is this. Be careful what you say yes to when you feel indebted, because not every act of gratitude should cost you your future, and not every kindness should lead you into compromise. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say no. Even when it feels uncomfortable, say no. If this makes you think differently, follow us for more deep lessons from movies. And if there are other things that I have not mentioned in this video, please feel free to mention it in the comment section. And please like, comment, and share our videos. We really appreciate you for staying with us. And a big shout out to one of our sponsors from City Digital Lab, who is into sales of phones and accessories. You'll be seeing his number on this video. Please do well to reach him. He's into different phones. Are you looking for high-end phones that will meet your needs? In fact, he's your one-stop supplier. So please reach out to the number. Thank you. Bye.